Yo.
Some dog.
What's up, What's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
We're back at it. It's like 5 months ago, a fucking hiatus.
Yo.
The homeless hiatus.
Yo, it took some time. We back.
The Triple H homeless hiatus hemorrhoids.
Yo, I think I have a fucking hemorrhoid.
Bro, fuck. That's got to be probably one of the worst things ever to fucking have.
Yo, and you don't realize, and you wifing, and then all of a sudden you fucking dying.
Your boy Royd is just fucking roided.
Yo, you can't be pushing too hard. He just do life, man.
Is that what what is it derived from?
I think when you strain, when you're fucking dumping it, man.
So I must have dodged a lot of bullets because I had mad strains back in the day, man. But there's solutions too. You like just have a fucking joint or fucking coffee, or fucking
coffee
smoke
helps.
a cigarette or fucking
Just fucking eat trash meals and have diarrhea all the time. I think any strain, as you get older, though, it's like anything else. As you get older, shit's just breaking down.
It's more difficult. Yeah, yeah.
It's difficult to know because you don't know. It just hurts. You can't see what the fuck's
till
going on.
Anyways, we're starting off with some shit talk. Episode 13 of the Focus Podcast here with my boy AC.
You know who it is, God damn it.
So the last time we tried to make an attempt to make a podcast, we were talking about politics, and fuck, we'll never do that again.
Yo, fucking boredom.
Boredom.
I fucking you know it's bad when you fall asleep listening to your own goddamn podcast.
When you're recording it, you're just like, my next point is boring. Yeah. Holy fuck, we struggled for that one, man.
Yeah, that was like a tired day. I'm making every goddamn excuse. I'm like Deontay Wilder. My outfit was too heavy. I just walked in there. I don't know.
The sun was shining too much in my face.
My trainer didn't let me down. He threw in the fucking towel. Should have threw in the fucking towel for me that day.
Fucking bring Tally over, man. Get you fucking lidded. Yeah. So what we were talking about before was circumstantial circumcisions, man.
Circumstantial.
Like, what is... This is your people. So, like, what's the fucking point of it?
The point of... apparently, like... I don't know exactly because I'm not super religious. I didn't grow up with, like, all the stories. But, like, God told Abraham, like, see that flappy skin right there on your boy? You gotta bite that shit off, man. Yo, back in the day, they used to bite that. There's some Orthodox sects who still bite that shit off.
So maybe that was just like another level of pedophilia, right?
Yo, it's not that cool.
No, it's like who's thinking like this is gonna benefit somebody in the future.
But now I would say like 98% of Jews do it with the moil, who chops it off.
Your
but
boy Moyle.
I think like the point back in the day was
hygiene.
Hygiene, like if you don't clean your fucking dick. But I think most people clean their fucking dick even back in the day.
Yeah,
so,
I think running water's been around for a while.
Yeah, and even if it wasn't just jumping in the like, maybe if you don't like, I don't have the shit, so I don't know. You could explain it. Like you got to pull that shit back to clean it.
But maybe that wasn't knowledge. You know what I mean? There's things that are
People
pretty.
saw that skin, and they were
but
like,
there's things that are standard now that you wouldn't think of 500. That's why they call it the Dark Ages, man. It was fucking dumb as fuck, man.
Yo, but most of the world didn't do it. You
No.
know, it's just Jews, and then later Muslims. But Muslims is way later. So it was like Jews for a long time, but for whatever reason, it caught on hard in North America.
Actually, it was soft.
Because Europeans don't really do that. They don't play that shit.
No.
Europeans ain't choppy. And I find it weird.
Italians are, no.
I find it weird that like a lot of women say they prefer chopped off, but I just think like, would I prefer a vagina that was mutilated? Why do we encourage mutilation on young boys?
Yeah.
It's a strange phenomenon, and I often wonder, am I missing out? You know, is the foreskin, like I saw this thing talking about foreskin being the most sensitive part of a male anatomy. I don't fucking have this shit.
Why do you think they call it foreplay?
It's like his foreskin is 4 times the pleasure.
It's 4 times. Motherfuckers are getting it 4
Like-
times as much. Maybe that's the number.
And I think foreskin's a weird thing because it's like subconsciously, since I see my own dick without foreskin, anytime in my life I've watched porn, if I see a dude with foreskin, I'm like, oh, fucking hell no. Turning that shit off, man.
Maybe it's just a Latin translation and it's actually more skin instead of foreskin.
I just wonder, is like, why does it upset me to see this shit? Do guys are like, you as a dude with your parts attached, do you watch porn and see a dude without it and go, no?
I really don't notice that shit.
Yeah, I noticed this shit. And then
But that's because you know what you're looking for. I don't.
Yo, I don't know. I start wondering, like, am I watching for the dick? You know, deep down.
Bro, but that's like that.
I think a lot of guys are. I think a lot of guys are looking
It's
at porn.
true because
And they're like, I don't like this dick. Let me just change that
Well,
shit.
no, it's true because I look at porn and I'm like, that could be me smashing that bitch. You know what I mean?
And if it don't
That's
look
what
like
you think.
if it's brown or it has no foreskin or has like you're just like, that can't be me.
Even like you see 2 girls going out and you're like, eventually some guy's got to come in and
walk-
smash this
Yo,
shit
I always
up.
wonder. A lot of dudes say they like to watch the straight lesbian porn. I've never been into it. I just don't. I can't relate.
And really, honestly, if you're in a room with 2 chicks going at it, how long are you gonna last?
Oh, I ain't gonna
until you
last.
leap on
I
that
don't
fucking bed.
I want to watch. I want to be involved.
I
want to
be involved. Yeah.
But a lot of guys are like watching. I just don't know. The girl don't need you. They don't need you.
Watch for
You
what?
won't be down in man down in 11 minutes, and they gonna be 16 hours later. Like,
And honestly, girls who are into that, like, why would you want them to watch? Why don't you just join in?
Yeah.
Like-
Or they ain't into you at all, and they don't
Then
want
leave.
You, they don't want
Close
you
the
to
door,
watch this
son.
shit. You know what I mean? But guys have some weird thing about lesbians that like, yo, I could change her, make her love the dick again. It's like, 1, she probably never loved the dick to begin with, and 2, you ain't that dude, bro. Like, you
Yeah.
don't got the magic stick where you're just like, bing.
Yeah.
It's like crazy, man.
Well, it's like they get the best of both worlds. They're like, I'll go to this dick every once in a while.
Oh, that's the bisexual.
then-
Bisexuals is Grady.
Yeah, they're Grady. Fucking Grady.
It ain't enough that I'm failing with half the population.
I'm
I'ma
going
fail
to the
with
other
whole-
side.
I'm gonna fail with the whole population.
Y'all know you're Grady. Don't get mad at me. Don't fucking hate, man.
Don't be writing negative comments in my shit.
Yeah. Don't hate.
That's the worst. People write negative comments. I'm like, yo, you think I even fucking read your goddamn comment?
They gotta listen before there's negative comments.
There are no comments.
There's no listeners.
There are no comments. I'm just trying to bait someone into commenting right now, you know? They comment, I'm gonna fucking sit there and jerk off my fucking no foreskin
I'm gonna
dick
jerk
right
off
there.
to the comments.
I'll fucking put a picture of my no foreskin dick jerking off.
Well, that's, probably like I could jerk off to a good text,
oh, good text get you
a
going.
good text be like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Big shot." And I'll be like, "That's me."
Boom. Yo,
I'll fucking come before I even hit send again.
girls don't know what suckers guys are for compliments.
Oh, ridiculous.
They don't throw them out enough. They don't know that we're dummies.
It's the ego. Like, this girl was just first month into it. She was just like, oh, this, that. And then I realized she's just doing that to fucking gas me up to throw it in her, man.
Oh, yeah. She fucking planted the seed, and you fucking planted the seed right back.
I fucking put Monsanto on that shit, man. Bro, I clogged out all information and just fucking went head first with the dick, man.
But most girls seem like they want the compliments, and they don't want to give them because they feel like, oh, he going to get a big head.
Yeah.
He going to get a big head. But it ain't the head you're thinking of. You know what I mean?
Also, too, they use it to get what they want.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
at the
They
end of
throw
the
it once
day,
in a blue moon,
They
you know?
get their dick and they get off, and then it's no more needed.
They're pretty smart.
Oh, pretty slick.
I can't even hate
We're
in that
pretty
game.
fucking stupid. Like, I'm
Guys out,
still stupid.
guys out there begging for a crumb of pussy. That's how it works.
Oh, they know how to dangle that fucking thing, man.
Well, they know we think they're dangling even if they're not.
But it's
That's
like
the thing.
we get it, and then we're like, we change the approach we've had. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's the
I
worst.
always tell women if they want the real, you don't know how a guy's going to treat you until after he nuts.
Yeah.
Till after he nuts. He going to treat you like a princess before he gets that nut.
Yeah.
He going to be all up on you. He going to be giving you compliments. He going to be taking you nice places. But you're going to find out
Once he nuts.
after he nuts, if he's disgusted or not.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, what did I do to myself? I'm ashamed.
And every dude knows the truth. They've had that moment where you bust and you just look and you're like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Women are the same though too. They'll gas you up and then they get what they want, and then they're like, shit, I shouldn't have fucked the guy from Kmart.
Yo, but the benefit that women have is after they nut, it's kind of like they get more intense. They get more sensitive. They could take more. We nut and we're like, KO Mike Tyson.
Well, they don't nut as much as we do too.
Yeah, well, when they nut though, they get sensitive. We nut and our shit goes down.
Yeah,
we out for the count.
Yeah,
some guys just roll over and sleep. Not me. I'm a fucking champ.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yo, throw that compliment at dude. You a fucking champ. They like, oh, goddamn. Marry this girl. Put a ring on this shit right here. Right
Cock
now.
ring.
Cock ring.
Bro, have you ever used one of those at all?
I put a cock ring on?
A cock ring.
No Johnny cock ring for me. You ever done that?
College. This girl wanted me to...
Like, is it? What do you mean by a cock ring? Like those things
It's a ring. It's like a ring? Plastic ring.
How does it tighten?
And it's ridged.
Does it tighten?
It's like not an elastic band, but like
So it's one size fits all?
Like, you know the wide rubber band ones?
Yeah, but what if you're
like
really skinny or really thick? Like, does it all fit one?
That's the way she goes sometimes.
That's the way she goes, boy.
I think it's a little flexible. It has like some flex
what is
to
the
it.
point of the cock? It keeps the blood in?
No, it's like so it's a band that goes on your dick, and on the outside of it, it's like bumpy, rigid.
Yo, I'm fucking.
So as you're fucking her, rigid is going down the walls, fucking scraping the walls.
So it's helping her.
Yeah.
It's helping you?
Not really. Because it's like clamping on your
dick. I would
dick.
love to know from a girl's perspective. I ask my girl. I'm going to be like, yo, you want to try a cock ring?
But it's like rubber rubbing up against her walls, man. And it's like,
rubber.
How fucking good could that feel?
Yo, we need a female goddamn opinion on this shit.
Yeah.
Feel free to write in. All our half of viewers.
You, grandma, sitting at home, right in.
Yo, grandma, I want to know your experiences. Grandma. 1973, cock rings. What's the improvements in 2000?
Was it a wooden one?
Like, cock rings these days, so advanced.
We had to go with wooden ones.
When the cock ring was invented, it was square. It didn't work for shit. Cut me all open. You know? First cock ring fucking didn't fit.
Then the wheel came along.
First cock ring was made out of razor blades. Didn't end up good for me.
We never understood why it was made of razor blades.
Female invented this shit.
Yo, that was Ho Chi Minh, didn't they? You fucking.
Who the fuck is Ho Chi Minh?
The fucking premier of Vietnam during the Vietnam War.
Yo, Ho Chi Minh. I don't even know who that is, but I'm feeling that name right now.
He's like telling the prostitutes, he's like, put razor blades in your pussies, so when the GIs fuck you, you're dead too.
Ho Chi, man. If I met him, I'd just be like, what up, Ho Chi, man?
Where's Chi? Over there.
Chi, man.
No, it's like, well, we were saying before, I think porn does desensitize you. It like totally does.
No, I found like when I first started watching, because we're one of the last generations to grow up before porn, so we saw the
Here's the thing though. We had the porn, jerking off attributes before porn.
Yeah.
Like we had to jerk off.
We had to get.
We found whatever we could, man. Sears
Secret
catalog. Oh, Victoria's Secret was a jackpot, man.
Yeah. Sears catalog. Whatever it took, man. I had wrestling magazines, and they'd have like Elizabeth with Macho Man. I'm trying not to look at Macho Man, but I'm like, yo, he got kind of big arms too. Like,
if I fold the page, I could just look at Elizabeth's slit of her dress.
You know what I mean? And like, yo, don't judge me.
It didn't take much though, but
snap into a Slim Jim right there.
But I wonder if that's different now because fucking kids, they have literally in the palm of their hand.
Yeah, porn.
All the porn you can imagine.
They want to see anything.
Anything.
No, it did. Because I found like we were there when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I remember when the first sites came out, I didn't even know there was free sites.
We were horny as fuck. We were teenagers.
There was those paid sites.
Yeah.
And I'd go to the paid site, but I wouldn't pay. They would show the preview.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, this is the shit. Titties.
I still do that. It's like 10-second preview and I'm done. 9 seconds to spare.
But it's like when I first started watching porn, I would watch normal porn. Like MILF porn.
Yeah.
or hot girl porn, just like no crazy titles, just normal hot girls, you know. And then as I started watching more and more porn, I'm like, yo, I started watching like, oh, slap her around, oh, tie her up, oh, hang her upside down in the bathtub and slit her throat.
I think they got uglier too.
You know, it just got crazy. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then you start having sex, and you're like, yo, this sex is not like the porn I'm watching. I need some graphic ass sex to get off. Like, I'm having trouble with the erection because of this fucking shit I'm watching. So I made a conscious decision, like I think it was a couple years ago, where I'm not gonna watch porn no more. I'm done.
I do notice the difference.
I just make my own porn.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You could make your own porn, but you can't be watching that. Like, anyone listening, I give you that suggestion right now. I know 90% of the males in this country watch porn. It's bad for you, man.
Well, the thing is, I wonder what the age ranges are, right? Like,
they're probably starting young, man.
No, I'm saying like, cause I was 13, 14, 15 years old when the internet just came out.
Yeah, but you couldn't watch no good porn.
No,
then.
but there was one guy who could print out a fucking page. It's like Pamela Anderson naked.
Yeah, that was the shit.
But we were like, you could get nudie mags, but you'd have to be 18 or get somebody.
Yeah, you just find your fucking dad's nudie mag.
Yeah. Oh, that was the jackpot.
Or you find their VHS porn video.
The VHS, man, I found it, and it was like, all right, I'm gonna get it to that point, and then I'll rewind it exactly back to that part. Exactly back to that part.
But it was always a high risk situation because you got it on the TV. You're in the living room jerking off. Yo, you hear that door? You hear that fucking key going in the door? Yo, you want to see a teenage boy in fear? Jiggle that kid? Oh fuck, man.
I was one time because it's always during. I skip school or whatever, right? Or fucking go to school late. And, you know, you get your ritual. You're fucking all set up. And then one time, like, somebody comes home early or forgot something. Holy shit. And A, it's like, what are you doing? And then B, what the fuck are you doing home?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I never got caught.
I don't think I got caught. I got caught jerking off once. Like, my mom walked in the goddamn room. That's the worst feeling that ever happened. Actually, the worst feeling that ever happened.
Bowling your goalie.
The worst feeling that ever happened is actually walking in on your mom.
Oh, that's the worst.
Sex. And I had that happen once in my goddamn life.
Oh, God.
And even to this day, if I don't want to come or I don't want to have an erection at this moment, this is what I think of.
Think those thoughts.
This is what I think of. Mom having sex. Mom having sex. Oh, fuck, I want to die.
I'm out. I think when I was a young kid, I burst in the door. And there was like a mad scramble for a towel. I do remember that. It's traumatizing as fuck, man.
It's like flashbacks, man.
How, like, come on. How could you not? I don't know. I guess you just get so worn out with kids that you're just like, fuck it. We got 3 seconds. Turn her over.
And in our culture, it's actually better. Whereas, like, when I lived in Dominican, I talked to these people, and a lot of them live in a house with like one room or no rooms.
That's the fucking
And you
worst.
got 6 kids, 7 kids. So you got to start thinking, these kids done seen it all.
They've seen it
They
all.
heard it all.
They've heard it all.
It's happening in front of them.
It's right in front of them. It's like, turn your eyes there, over there.
You know what I mean?
Go in the corner.
They got some fucking bachata on. It's like, don't worry, kids. We're just dancing under the covers. Mama's a hell of a dancer.
Well, that's just, you know, okay, those are fucking laws of life, man, you know? And it's like, you drink too much, you get fucked up. You do too many drugs, you get fucked up. You watch too much porn, you're fucking desensitized. Then you like, the thing that I find is like, there's no lead up to the emotional attachment you have with a girl to lead to that, like, desire to have sex, for her to want to fuck you, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, with porn, it's like all those steps are gone.
Boom, you're right to the fucking
And you know what it is?
finale.
It's like the story leading up prior to that is maybe somebody you've seen on and off, and then you have that moment where you're alone with them, and then most women, it's like that's when you get them pretty much. It's they throw themselves at you or whatever, but
or you make that move.
You make that move. Usually it's like me making the move does not work.
No?
No.
For me, it's always worked, bro.
No, it's worked.
But I'm like
worked
that
in
dude who needs the
situations where I
green light.
know it's guaranteed, right?
Yeah, that's when I do it.
That's when I do it. But usually I'm getting jumped, man. Like, I build up that tension too until she basically fucking jumps me.
My game, after I got separated and I was doing the online dating thing was I would just ask. It seems weird, bro, but I would just ask. Like,
What?
before we met, we'd talk sexual stuff. And then when we met, I'd be like, is this going good? They'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, yo, we should fucking fuck. And they're like,
Yo, that's as grown up
yeah.
as it gets, man.
Yo, but a lot of women don't like that. They told me they prefer a dude. Like, it's so weird. You can't have it both ways. You can't say this is the Me Too era and you can't do things without consent. And at the same time saying, I don't like a man who asks. Well, it's one or the other.
I
You know what
suggest, I kind of like, should we go to that bed over there?
Yo, you just kind of lean in close. And if they fucking don't lean away, I guess you're good.
I think that's it. Me too, and it's like, I've been in those situations, and she's like, not today. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
peace.
When I say not today, I'm like, fuck that.
But the one thing that's worked brilliantly, and I don't know, I've let it slip through my repertoire a long time ago. Well, maybe like women are impatient too, you know.
For
Like,
sure.
if you don't give them the dick right away, it could go away.
For sure.
They're going somewhere else.
If you got the moment, you got to take the
there's-
moment because people don't want to feel unwanted. Nobody, a man or a woman. You know
Well,
what I mean?
I've had these one moments where I used to get it to a point and then like stop it, and then she'd be more excited the next time. But now I'm too old, and it's like I don't have time. And it's just like there's been too many times where we were supposed to hook up and it's never happened, and then we finally hook up. So it's like you gotta go for it, man. You gotta take your
You gotta
swings.
Yo, you got to just be like, you down? Like syndrome?
On that note, let's take a break and you down for like Tinder war story?
Yeah. We'll get into
We're
this.
gonna talk a Tinder war story, and we're gonna talk about our a long lost soldier back in the DR. Another one.
Yo.
He went too far.
Yo, fuck.
I went too far. This is the Focus Podcast, number 13, with your boy.
AC, God damn it.
And now, back to the Focused Podcast. I can see you in your underwear.
We're back. Part 2. Focus Podcast 13. Nah, I
13,
mean.
lucky number.
Yeah, man. Well, we're back at it now. Not fucking homeless anymore.
You got a home. Maybe two podcasts once every fucking
You know
few
what I'm
months.
saying? Once in a blue moon. So, yeah, we're talking about porn and chopping off dicks. And
All the relevant
all the
information.
relevant issues of today's dinner table conversations. Throw me a Tinder story.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. There's so many Tinder stories. I spent. So I'll go into the full disclosure of how this all came to be first.
All right, if you want.
I was married for like 15 years with the same girl for 15 years, only with her for 15 years. And as soon as we broke up, once I got over the hurt, it took about 3 or 4 days. I got on this Tinder shit because I go to a gym. I do jujitsu. So I've been training jujitsu like 10 years. I'm at a gym with a whole bunch of young dudes.
Yeah.
And so I asked these young dudes, like, I don't know nobody. Like, I had a family, I had a job. I just go to the gym. Like, how do I meet
You
girls?
out of time, son. You're in the wrong era.
Yeah, I'm like, well, how do you guys do this?
You
And they're-
slept through the whole tech
and they're
dating
like, yo,
era.
it's online. Everything's online. You don't
Yeah.
gotta go. You don't gotta leave your goddamn house no more.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, is this the real deal?
It's the real deal.
So I get Tinder. I download that shit. I do all the shit. I get online and like I didn't know what it was gonna be like, but like I started getting.
I think I can imagine that.
Yeah, I start, especially in my age range, like I'm 40 and shit.
Yeah.
Back then I was like 30. Like the
And
field.
you're not retarded.
The
basically.
field has
It's
narrowed.
like
You know what I mean? The field has narrowed at this age. A lot of people married. A lot of people, you know. I'm like, yo, I'm in like Johnny Flynn.
Bro, you're a rare dude at that age.
Yeah. I'm in okay shape. You know, I'm all right looking. I fucking usually don't have BO. You know, I got all kinds of shit going for me.
You're down in the low teens percentage there, bro.
You know, I'm not obese. I'm not fucking begging for change on the corner. That's what basically my profile said. I'm like, I'm not obese and I'm not begging for change. So come over and get your guts rearranged.
You know what? You start with the bar real low, and everything else is a bonus.
So I had a whole bunch of adventures, but I'll go to like some of the fucking most memorable, of course. So I was on Tinder. It was like 2 a.m, and I woke up and I'm fucking bored. You know those nights you can't sleep.
Yeah, you're just that monster won't shut up in your head.
So there was this woman I had been chatting. She said she went to Vegas. And then she messaged me like 2 a.m. She's like, I just got back from Vegas. I'm drunk. Do you want to come over? She was pretty hot in her pictures, although in Tinder, you never fucking know.
Filters.
So I'm like, yo, like any reasonable dude, I just threw caution to the wind, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'll come over.
My dick and my balls on the crap table.
And also, yo, I have a girlfriend now, so she listening to this shit.
This is post-dated.
This is way Post Malone dated, all right? This is before the face tattoos and shit.
He was just Malone.
I was just posting shit online.
Sam Malone.
So yeah, don't kill me, girl. So I head over.
She ain't listening. Nobody's listening. Don't worry about that.
I head over there, and listen, this story's just going to the wind. I head over there. I get there. I don't know. Like, it's always a risk. You don't know who the fucking answered this door.
No, you never met this person in your life.
It could be some big fat hairy dude there to rob me.
It
you know
could
what I
be
mean?
fucking Guantanamo Bay,
But
man.
she's in a condo. She comes to the lobby. Yo, she's hot, and I'm like, oh shit, this
Damn.
pretty legit. She's wearing like a trench coat, and I'm like, okay. And she shows me, she flashes. She has lingerie under the trench coat.
Damn.
Banging. I'm like, okay, this is good. I brought a bottle of rum from Dominican, and I'm like, yeah, let's go upstairs. Let's start drinking.
Bam.
We go upstairs. Everything's legit. We're joking around. She's already tipsy. I'm not. So I'm like, I don't know how other dudes are. I can't really fuck with a drunk girl if I'm sober.
Kind of useless.
I feel stupid.
It's called college.
I feel like a fucking abuser or something. Like, you know,
college.
No, I can't do it. I've just never.
I couldn't even do that in college, man. I came back from a cake party with this girl, and fucking I went to throw up in the washroom what I thought was 5 minutes, probably an hour. She was KO'd on the bed, and I was like, all right, you're going home. Have a good night.
That's done.
Yeah.
Like, if they're that drunk, and I gotta be drunk. So I was like, okay, I drank most of the rum.
Yeah.
I get drunk. We start kissing. We start fooling around. Everything's pretty goddamn legit. We have, although, full disclosure again, because I'm like that, she couldn't take it.
Yeah.
Like, she's one of, you ever been with a girl who couldn't take it?
Oh, yeah.
Like I slide it all the way in, and she's already, it hurts. Oh, slow down. So whatever, we go your pace. That's how I am. I'm like choose your own adventure type guy. You know what I mean? That's the adventure you want, girl.
Wrong page.
You want that lighthearted fucking fun? Okay. So
That's the page with chlamydia.
we do it. It's like she can't handle it, so I'm thinking it's gonna be a one and done situation.
Yeah.
But we're really drunk.
That's because she's drunk, probably.
Yeah, and I'm drunk too.
Yeah.
So after we do it, we both kind of pass out, and I wake up, and it's like 6:30 in the morning. She wakes up, and she's like, we start talking because she's like more sober now. She tells me that she's a child psychologist. She went to Vegas. She didn't have a good time. All these things, and then I forget how the conversation exactly went. But she's like, oh, I'm Palestinian. That's what she told me. I'm Palestinian.
Okay.
And I'm like, cool. Yeah.
All right.
Like, I'm down with whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have no prejudice against anybody.
Pussy's pussy.
Yeah, especially women. But I don't have prejudice against men either. So she's like, I'm Palestinian. Fuck Israel. Fuck all of them.
Right away.
And I was like, okay, like, I got family in Israel, but I'm not really, like Israel, I could kind of understand. You guys have a weird history. Like, I wasn't even bent about that. I wasn't bent at all, actually.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever, I can let that go. She gave me pussy. We had an okay night.
You can say whatever you want. You throw that pussy at
You know
me.
what I mean? And
It's
then
true.
she's like, and then she took it a step further because I just kind of like said, okay, yeah, like, you know, like, okay, that's how you feel. I didn't even tell her that I have family there because I was like, it's probably not a good idea. Then she goes, yeah, fucking Jews. They're the biggest pieces of shit in the world. Every time I see a fucking Jew, it makes me disgusted. And then I'm like,
Whoa.
okay, like the reason I have family in Israel is obviously I'm fucking, my mom's Jewish. Like I'm half Jewish. So I was like, yeah, like, you know, what was her name? What was her name? Fuck, I can't remember her name. So I told her, well, no name Muslim girl, I got some news for you. Like, I'm like kind of Jewish.
Surprise!
Boom, 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 boom. And she's like, how come? Her first reaction was, how come you didn't tell me? And I'm like, I didn't realize.
Why the fuck should I tell you?
I didn't realize this is a thing. Like, hi, I'm Adam, and I'm fucking Jewish.
No, it's like, hi, I'm Adam. What are you prejudiced against?
You know what I mean?
Everyone?
And
Peace.
it's like, my name's Adam, and I guess you could mistake me for different things, but Adam's a pretty Jewish name. I could look Jewish, so I never even think about what people consider me. She's like, I thought for sure you were Lebanese. I thought for sure you were Persian.
Lebanese it is.
And I'm like, whatever you needed me to be, I would be. But as soon as you started saying like we're pieces of shit and we should all die, I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of like not exactly cool with that.
Yeah.
And she, no lie, she hit the fucking roof. It was one of my first times where a woman hit the fucking roof on me, like on that like flip a switch shit. She's like, you better get your fucking shit and you better head out of my house. I have a fucking camera in my house, so if you stole anything, I'm gonna fucking know. And I'm just like, yeah, well,
Peace.
let me get my stuff. And I'm like trying to call the Uber. She's like, no, just leave now. And I'm like, fuck. I leave. I forget my iPhone charger. No,
Shit.
in the house. And you know the good iPhone charger is way better than these fucking corner store ones that fucking break in fucking 3 days. So I'm downstairs waiting for my Uber and I realize I forget the charger. And I'm like, yo, is it like okay if I message? I'm going through this in my head like, and being a Jew, you know,
I need that charger.
being a Jew, she knows how cheap I am.
That's $10, man.
I'm like, yo, I message her, and I'm like, hey, you know, like, I'm sorry you feel kind of bad about this.
Sorry about your hatred and all that shit.
Sorry about you wanting to murder me and my family, but is it okay if I come back upstairs? And she's like, no, that fucking charger is mine now. And I'm like, wait, are you annexing my charger?
Whoa.
Are you building settlements around my fucking charger? I'm like, what the fuck kind of bullshit is this? Is this how y'all feel?
It got real Israeli.
I was like, I want to kill her whole fucking family. Where's my charger?
I'm gonna blow this building up.
And then I understood why there's no peace in the Middle East.
Exactly. They're taking each other's
It's
chargers.
like they took your fucking charger. I was okay until she took. I was just like kind of blowing it all off. Like this is a fucking story.
You know why? Because there's not enough land to for the
Let's charge it all.
to things for diffuse. You know what I mean? It's like if you fuck a girl in the West End here and you live in the East End, chances are you're not going to see her for a couple
Oh,
weeks.
if she lives in the East
It's
End,
so hard to
she
get
lives in
across
East
the
End,
city.
she's in a different country, man.
Yeah, like you and I, we're opposite ends of Queen
Yeah,
Street.
yeah. My
and
girl's
this
in
is
the
like-
East End. I tell her every
it's
day.
too far.
You're in Scarborough. Don't even count.
Yeah.
Your vote
But
don't
there-
even count. We take Scarborough votes. We throw them in the garbage.
There's just a wall. It's just like, hey, yo, you want to go get coffee?
Yo, I want to build a wall around Scarborough. I'm gonna call in my Israeli friends.
Scarborough
Like,
is a wall.
just build a wall around Scarborough.
It's a wall of disappointment.
I don't want to see them. In Scarborough, they so low IQ they won't even notice we building a fucking wall. Yo, my girl gonna
Don't worry
kill me.
about it. It's a fence for the new zoo.
You're the fucking main attraction.
I'm closer to Scarborough than anything now.
Yo, I didn't know people of Scarborough like are proud to be from
I
Scarborough.
think they're scarred, yo.
Blew my fucking mind.
They're scarred, yo.
They're like Chan Scarborough.
They're like, I fucking survived this
I'm like,
shit.
God damn. Toronto is the West End to me.
Man, as many like awful Tinder stories you have, that's like 15 years of my real life dating. Bro. I don't need to go through technology to have the worst fucking nights ever, bro. Like, okay, this is gonna be in a book later, but I'll do the short version of it.
Yeah, do it up.
The amount of times that crazy shit happened to me and the pussy didn't arrive or derive are crazier stories than anything. So I go to Paris. I'm
Paris, France?
Paris, France.
I think you meant Paris,
Not
Ontario. I'm
Ontario.
like, that shit ain't happening, bro.
Story
Cancel
over.
that story.
Story
All right, Paris, France. I'm back in. I'm back in.
Abort the story.
Yo, you went to London.
Yo,
London, Ontario?
That would be
Fuck
the
that.
best if somebody's just explaining the story to you and you're like, no, back that shit out. I'm out.
I'm out of story.
I'm out.
You better change the location.
I'm out.
Scarborough? No, can't have him.
I can't have this conversation. I need to leave. Paris, France. So me being the awesome planner that I was, going to Paris in June, first week of June, I'm like, oh, just walk in and get a hotel somewhere.
How y'all doing?
You've been expecting me, haven't you? It's like every conference in the world in Paris, and it's the second most touristed city in the
Yeah, I
first
think
weekend
it's kind
in
of
June.
a popular place to
Yeah,
go
way
in
to
the
go,
summer.
idiot. So I got a huge fucking mountain co-op backpack, lugging around in a bag and all this shit.
You're feeling like a
And
champ.
I've already come from Amsterdam, right, and Brussels.
You're high as hell.
Oh yeah, so I still got weed. I got lots of weed from Amsterdam, and I only spent 2 days in Bruges in Belgium. So I come down, and then I scour everywhere. It's like fucking 100 places, no hotels, nothing. Couldn't get shit. So I call my dad, and my dad has the simplest advice, but the best advice. He's like, go to a patio, have a beer, it'll work out. So all right, I go there, have a beer at a patio, and these two girls are sitting beside me. So I pull out the map like typical fucking a-hole, and I'm just like looking where I can get rejected next. You know, it's just like, and then so it's sinking in like, okay, I'm gonna have to fucking camp it here for a night and figure it out tomorrow. And so that was my mentality. But I'll still give it another shot.
Did you go home
at a few other places? Oh, I'm getting close. So these girls, I asked them if they speak English, and of course it's France. It's Paris. Of course they speak English.
Yeah.
You don't speak French, you're stupid. You know, so the one girl's egging the other girl on to give her her phone number to me, right? And she's like, we're going to movies, but here's my phone number. If you don't find a place, call me later, right? So I look around, no place, like 40, 50 places I go to. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to sleep on a bench. But at least I got my credit card so I can go get something nice to eat. And fucking, so I go get something to eat, have a bottle of wine, get completely wrecked. And I'm like, I'm going to sleep on a bench. Here we go.
Welcome to Paris.
Give me some boneless wings. I'm homeless before you know it. Homeless. I've had boneless wings and like a $40 bottle of red wine. No, I didn't have boneless wings. I had a good lasagna, actually. Anyway, so I'm drunk, and when you get drunk, I have to piss right away, man.
For sure.
So I'm looking everywhere, and Paris is locked down.
They
son.
don't got no public.
There's no
It's
nooks.
like Toronto, right?
Oh, fuck no. There's no nooks. There's no nothing. There's go fuck yourself. So I get close to a church that has, like, bushes or something, and I fucking try to get the pants down. It didn't make it.
You
I
peed
pissed
yourself?
myself. And I was like, these jeans have seen their days. So I stripped down, throw them in the bush. I had clean clothes. I just went to the laundromat in Brussels before, right?
Yeah, so you put on something
So I
new.
put on brand new, and I was like, all right, time to sleep on the bench. Son. So I go sleep on this bench. And the fucking, I'm like, oh, I should just call this chick, you know?
Yeah.
So I call her. I end up in her neighborhood, Baptiste, and it's like southwest France, and like within 2 blocks of actually where she lives. So I was like, here, I'm gonna sleep on a bench. It's 1 a.m. And she's like, oh, why don't you just come over? So I'm like, come over. Come on, and she's like in her underwear.
Boom.
Face is like
Broken.
broken. It's like
Broken.
butterface. Let's just say that.
Okay, well, she had a good body.
Damn.
Okay.
So I
You were
get
drunk
in
enough
there.
that was going to work.
Oh yeah, I get in there, and then she's an actress too, so she doesn't have to get up and work.
There you go.
So
This is another word for unemployed, yeah.
Yeah, she comes in and she's like, okay, and she's standing there with looking sexy, and she's like, I'm going to go in my room and lock the door and don't try anything. And I was like, all right.
And you were like, kick in the door, wave
Waving
in the fo-fo.
I'm gonna fuck you till you can't walk no more. Yeah, that's rape.
Yeah, that qualifies. I think in France they got a different word for it though.
So I was like, you know what? Don't fuck this up. Just fucking you got a
you got a free place
She
to
made a
stay.
bed for me, and I was like, all right. So
Yeah, that's
good night.
legit. That's so legit.
I woke up, had a shower. She made me breakfast, which was an awful cherry cake. It's like this dessert, or no, it's like a breakfast thing, and these Parisians always serve it, and they think it's good. It's fucking awful. It's fucking terrible. Anyway, so I pretend to like it. And
that's the worst when you're on vacation. They give you some nasty food, and you're like, "Your cultural specialty." You're like, "Cultural fucking diarrhea."
You fucking missed the culture of bus, in your own backyard, son.
Hey, wait. One question before you get into breakfast stuff. Did you rub one out that night in her house?
In the shower.
Oh, you rubbed it.
I rubbed it hard.
You gotta rub one out.
I was like, maybe she'll walk in and it'll be a porno. Reality. No,
just rub one out.
just rub one out. Get it down the drain.
Left a little fucking.
Leave a little fucking how you do around the drain.
Baby juice is fucking your shit.
A little gummy bear around the drain.
All right, so she serves you this whack ass breakfast.
So I'm like chilling, and she shows me about Airbnb. I've never seen Airbnb before.
You never knew what it was?
It's 2012.
All right,
like 8 years ago. So I'm like, no, I'm an idiot. I don't know anything about the internet. I just know how to check hockey scores and fucking jerk off. And do my invoices. That's where I got to the point of the internet in 2012. And she was like, yeah, you just like look at these places and you rent people's apartments. I'm like, that's amazing. So she's logged onto her computer and she's like, you can look at my computer. So I start firing out all these emails. And when you make requests, it's like you're pretty much booked it,
So you got booked for 12 places?
50. Bro, I fired out like 50 of them until she came over and realized, she's like, you're logged onto my account. I was like, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have fucking
to use her account to
bro.
Oh, fuck.
So I had to sit there and reverse all these fucking requests. And then finally I got to do my own. I put out like 15 or 20 of them. And then I was like, my welcome's overstayed here. I'll just show myself.
She wanted you to get out, eh?
At a point, maybe first thing in the morning, she could have been horny enough that if I made a move, I could have slammed her over.
Yeah.
But I was like, I need
that
to get.
Brought some
but
goodwill.
I was like, I need to get this apartment situation rectified right away. I can't fuck.
You could have been living up in that apartment.
The face was too ugly.
That A1.
No.
Give her that A1.
Couldn't do it, brother. Couldn't do it, man.
Yo, that's the jigga homeless life.
Anyways,
where you're gigolo homeless.
So I was basically homeless for the morning, but I had some good weed left. So
you smoked her some weed?
Fuck her. Fuck you. I had my own weed, son. I thanked her. I said, thanks for the hospitality and not giving you any dick. She must have been a little disappointed. Anyways.
She's probably celebrating good times after you left.
Good times.
You know what I mean? The French version of hello.
Or she's just maybe she's like, I am a good Samaritan and I did my chair. You know? So
she's like, I helped out a homeless Canadian.
Anyways, I ended up finding an Airbnb and it was the fucking sickest place ever.
Yeah?
Yeah, in North
How
Paris.
much did it cost the Airbnb in Paris back then?
It was cheap. It was like $100 a night, which is now, if you do an Airbnb in Paris, like $250 a night.
Whoo.
Maybe it's cheaper than that. I think it was like, I did 4 nights and it was maybe $200. So it was like $50 a night.
God damn.
Dude, I crushed it. I was like, that was that moment of like, whoa, you can travel like this?
Yeah, you should have been on Tinder, though.
I should have been on Tinder. That's 8 years ago. I don't think Tinder was around.
Paris Tinder.
Anyways, I never got on that date. I tried Tinder for like 2 months, and I was like, you know what? I'm bad at texting anyway, so this fucking does not work for me.
I'm bad at reality. I'm good at texting.
Remember my title was Lowered Expectations, and I put the music notes and shit on. Hey, if you want somebody to charm you with texting, I ain't your guy. Pretty much, if you want anything like trying wise, I ain't your guy.
Effort.
That's why that it's always been me. It's like circumstantial that has to be in the presence.
You get circumstantial pussy.
Yeah, basically. And it's like
opportunistic pussy.
And that's maybe the uncircumcised life, you know?
Uncircumstantial.
I'm the one that's been talked about in the 1300s that was going to bring an end to this world. It's like these uncut dicks running around, destroying our villages.
Shooting off shots. No accuracy.
Cum shots everywhere.
No accuracy. The foreskin flapping in the wind.
You need to hit the bowl with that shit.
It's like a fire hose without the fucking metal plate at the end. How you gonna take care of this shit?
The circumstantial life.
The
Uncircumcised life. Dude, that is a memoir right there. Like it's like
that's some Blake Savage shit. Right
Blake Savage and the uncircumcised memoirs.
Oh, that's some real Toronto joke right there.
Oh shit. Dear diary. Yesterday I whacked off 37 times. It is only doable by living the uncircumcised life. The extra foreskin gives me extra padding for chafing and
you
bruising.
ever flip it like a toque?
Hell yeah. It's like I'm a fucking gangster.
You flip it like a toque.
I'm like, look at me. I'm Trayvon Martin.
Yo, I know if I had that shit, I'd be flipping it. I'd be like, yo, can I make a little face with the fucking foreskin?
Oh, I did
My
that.
shit just a helmet. I can't do nothing special with it. Just a
I
helmet.
did that, and Nathan Zimmerman came around and shot my dick with no reason.
My shit's just a mushroom. Gonna bust soon.
Oh, man. Bro, it put me into some awkward situations, that's for sure. It's like, oh, there's a closet. I can go jerk off there.
You're jerking off in a closet, alright?
Bro, man, from the ages of 13 to now, it's just like, but those teenagers were ruthless, man. It's just like, I need to get this off, son.
It's
like,
not off, man.
bro.
That's the prime dick years.
So, is it more of a thing that it's kind of like, you know, you're told so much not to do it?
That you want to do it?
That you're just like,
but no one actually told me not to do it.
No, but it's like
society, I guess.
Society, you know, like the myths that we talk about.
We grew up in poor neighborhoods. They were like, do it.
Yeah, exactly. We were already doing
Smoke weed, fuck drink when you're 11. Fucking jerk your dick off.
Fuck the babysitter.
Yo, pretty much. I wanted to fuck that. What was that babysitter name? It was your babysitter.
I did fuck around with her.
What was her name? The black girl, though. What was her name?
Oh, no. There was this white trash.
The black girl with big glasses.
She used to that one too.
She used to always let me like cuddle with her
and
touch her titties. I remember, man. Fond memories.
Bro, fondling memories.
I was just like, damn. She got big glasses, nerdy as shit, but she had big old
Dude, that was her childhood, pretty much.
Yeah, trying to get
abused by fucking, you know, fuck you and your Me Too shit. I got fucking Me Too my whole goddamn life.
Pretty
Me
much.
3, man. Fuck you, bitches.
Yo, it's weird because I think with boys, it's like we're not supposed to.
Bro, you know me fucking like gay guys approaching fucking and like
weird shit, man.
Dude, I was working with one guy.
Petties, everything.
And we all of us would all smoke weed in the back and fucking in the car wash, right?
In the car wash.
And then it's like, guys.
Guy wanted to wash your car.
He's like, well, can I suck your dick? I was like, no.
You don't lie. You thought about it for longer than that.
Yeah, I was like, well, if you put this wig on, maybe.
No one gonna find out.
No, you know what super is, right? Like when you put fucking reverse
that
it.
shit was the stupidest shit.
That was the stupidest shit, and I'm stupid.
Like, it's not even super. We used to all do it, though.
So we did it, and then he like tried to advance with a kiss, and I was like, you fucking out of your damn mind, man.
That's how you get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah, knocked the fuck out.
So you get knocked the fuck up, too.
Yeah, in the mouth. Oh, man.
Supers are pretty fucking dumb now. I'm thinking
Supers are kind of stupid, actually.
Never made no sense just blowing the smoke. The smoke, you're just sucking the smoke out anyways. Why
He's
you
like, here, let me give you my regurgitated smoke through my dirty lungs.
You know what I mean? It's so weird. We didn't know how to smoke weed back then.
No, we were kind of pretty stupid with that shit. It, like, massive cannons, too. I don't get that anymore.
Cannons!
Like, you make fun of me all the time for those little pennies, but...
Yo, that's all you need these days. The weed is so much stronger.
But my thing is volume. I'm just like, I'll have another one.
Yeah. You're like, I don't roll big ones. I roll small ones. 18 of them.
Give me another one.
But I'm a big
It's
believer
ritual.
in Percy joints. I think is better than passing the shit around.
Yeah.
Like everyone says, the ritual is passing it around, but it's like that's the fucking herpes ritual, bro.
Yeah, that's the herpes ritual.
That's the hepatitis ritual. Like, why I want to pass it around with some dudes I don't know?
You know, it's like you keep that thing on your mouth.
Yeah, it's just like I don't drink beer out of your cup either.
No.
You know what I mean? Or you put it in my cup. So why don't we roll fucking Percy joints? Although, you know, I quit weed. Like, I think going on 8 weeks, man. And for
Damn,
me,
that's
8
good,
weeks,
man.
8 weeks for me, you know me. I don't know. Like, people always say this shit. I really don't know anyone who smoked more weed than me.
No.
Like, I didn't, you know, I didn't know anyone from 11 on. Like,
Yeah.
I started selling it at a young age. I was around people who grew it from a young age. And I would literally just smoke from the moment I woke up then before I went to bed.
Yeah, I missed those high school years. I was drinking in high school. I smoked a bit of pot, but it wasn't until college.
I just smoke. I never
College
loved liquor. I like it. It's all right. I don't like the taste.
Now you enjoy it.
I don't like the taste still.
No, the taste isn't there, but it's like it's enjoyable.
The buzz is enjoyable
Yeah.
in the right atmosphere. In the right
That's what it
atmosphere.
is.
Like, I'm not one of those people that I just want to sit here and get all tipsy and shit with, you know, or by yourself or just for no reason. Like, if I got something cool to do or I'm with a good atmosphere, that's what.
Speaking of which,
Same thing about shrooms, you know? I love shrooms, but I do it maybe once a year, and it has to be with the right people and the right atmosphere. Or else, why the hell do that? You know, my boys talk about rum, he getting the goddamn rum. So, yeah, it's like quitting weed for me has been eye-opening, though, because everything they told me as a kid, I feel like a lot of it was true, and I denied a lot of it. That it makes you lazy, it make you paranoid, and I feel like I'm more productive without the weed. And I'm thinking a lot clearer. And it's like, I think anyone who smokes on the level I smoked, and I'm sure there's a few of you out there, not that you're actually listening to this goddamn shit, that gotta be careful, man. Oh, man, this guy just gave me straight fucking liquor. Fucking talk about how I don't drink it. Whew. Excuse me while I fucking kiss the sky and fucking puke out my eyes.
well, it's true though. It's like anything is a habit too, right? It's like, that's some good DR shit, man.
That's the most expensive rum I ever bought, actually. Like, most of the bottles in DR, like the one that I gave you, it's like a $15 bottle, and it's big.
You know what DR is actually like short for? It's like drinking and driving. Fuck, man. Holy shit. I'm not being out there, folks. It's true. It's true. It's all true. Goddamn. Yeah, because remember we went to Cabarete, which is like an hour away from Puerto Plata.
Yeah.
And you go there during the day, and it's rough enough people trying to pass on the shoulder and cutting in and into the lane and getting out. And I remember I was going to drive to Cabarete to do an open mic and come back, and everybody that I told was like, are you insane? Sunday's the worst day because everybody's out
Everyone's drinking.
drinking on the beach, and it's too dark when they come back and people pass, and it's not.
People don't even have headlights, dude.
No, they don't even have
Or
headlights.
tail lights.
No.
Or,
Least-
or a car with 4 wheels.
No.
They got like 16 people in the car.
Bro.
And the least drunk guy's driving, and he drank 4 bottles of rum.
Bro, it's so encouraging to drink and drive there, too, because it's like we talked about it before, those car washes. There's basically like liquor stores there
Yeah.
to drink.
Whorehouses.
Oh, so let's round it out with our boy,
Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty, R.I.P., buddy.
He went too far.
He went too far, man.
Yo,
He went all the way.
First, I want to tell that story. I go to.
Okay, let's tell the story.
I go to Focus show at where was that show?
Junction City
At
Music
Jun-
Hall
pretty cool
in
spot.
Dundas and Kiel.
Pretty cool spot, actually. Kind of a basement, but pretty cool spot. So we go to this show. Focus decides I'm gonna do a dedication to Bruce. Bruce is our friend from Dominican who committed suicide.
Yeah,
He committed suicide last month.
like a month ago.
Like, his life just went down the tubes in
Fast.
the last few years. We met him at probably the beginning of the downfall. Like, it was already going bad for him. But anyways, we'll get to that. The dedication, this guy gets on stage. We had a few drinks. You know, we had a good time. Alex gets on stage. He's doing the show, and he's like, yo, I want to dedicate this song to my friend Bruce. He doesn't say R.I.P. He doesn't say what the fuck happened to this guy. You could tell the way he said it was somber though. Like the way he said it was like something bad happened to this dude.
Happened.
He's like, you went too far. And
I told him, I said, you went too far.
Yo,
like I was talking to him in the audience or something.
You went too far. And I'm sitting beside these girls. I don't even know Alex's girlfriend's friend. I don't know her name. I start laughing. I start fucking laughing because this guy's just like, I'm drunk. This guy's like, my boy Bruce, this goes out to you. You went too far.
You went too far.
Like, what does that mean? He went to China? He went fucking, where did he go? Did he kill somebody?
Oh my goodness.
I start laughing and that girl turns to me and she's like, isn't this about your friend? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, didn't he kill himself? And I start laughing because I don't know what to do. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, why are you laughing? And I'm like, I don't know.
He went too far.
He went way too far, man. Like next time someone kills himself, I guess that's how we gotta address it.
He went way too far.
He went too far. Go to his funeral, be like, yo, he was a good guy, but he went too far.
How far? Heaven.
Hell.
That's far as hell.
Wherever he went, man.
Or hell, whatever.
But yeah, Bruce was a guy that we met in the DR.
From the Schwa.
He's from the Schwa. Yeah, he's from Oshawa. He worked at the
GM.
a lot of people at
GM
Oshawa.
factory.
Yeah, he worked at the GM plant his whole life.
90s, 80s, yeah.
His whole life. He could barely read. He could read. He lied and said he couldn't read at all. But that's not true because I saw him with like some fucking Harry Potter book.
No, he would always be in the beach. Side story. You'd always see him on the beach in the morning at like 10 o'clock in the morning at this table reading with his glasses on, but a big 40 of alcohol.
Yeah,
too,
and
looking all astute. And
I remember like the beers in Dominican, there's two kinds of beers. There's the beers like we have. The beers we have that size. And then there's this fucking super beer. I don't even know what to fucking call this thing. It's a liter.
Yeah.
It's a liter
of
beer. And
it's basically like $3.
He drank the liters. No, they're like $3.
$3.
A little under $3.
Yeah.
But yeah, $3 for a liter. This dude told me proudly one day, I'm down to 16.
16
liters a day.
1.6.
1.6. And Bruce is the type of dude where if he came to the bar, he'll buy you a drink.
Yeah, he bought friends.
But after you left, he'll call you a cheap fuck that he gotta buy you a drink.
Bruce got himself into mighty amounts of trouble.
Yeah, Bruce was known all over the island, every whorehouse. He'd start fights. Because when you start becoming an alcoholic, you start making bad decisions.
Well, this rounds out to our whole subject of the whole podcast because it's like he got involved with somebody that is way over his head and is a pretty common thing in Dominican.
Yeah.
And
Well, he married a girl who's like 30 years younger than him.
Yeah, our buddy that we talked about in the last podcast.
Yeah.
Same circumstance, but different outcome. Like,
yeah.
bad.
Like this girl wasn't trying to kill him.
No, but it goes as that far as somebody's going to do something. Something's going to happen.
And also what he did was he had a pension from GM, and he cashed it all out at once early. And you get a huge penalty. And he took all that money and bought a house in Dominican, moved down to Dominican. You would just see him on the beach drinking. Like, if you wanted to find Bruce, you go to the bar.
For everybody
he's that guy.
Like, it's not like Bruce was always fucking reckless. Like, mostly he was, but it's like...
No, but when we first met him, he was a nice dude.
When I first met him, he was kind of cool to hang out with.
And funny.
But it was like he was on this mission, and I said it to you like the first or second day I met him. And I'm like, this guy's on a mission of self-sabotage.
Yeah, self-destruction.
And it's like... There's no turning that train around.
And he took us that night, I think that you said it, he took us to Barba Negra.
The whorehouse.
And we were there with Roy, and they're both dead now.
Yeah.
Roy got killed by his wife, and Bruce killed himself.
Both living the same lives.
And they both drank every day. And like to see someone go from funny and charming.
And kind of cool to hang out with.
And cool
drinking.
and kind to like mean and bitter. And self-destructive and start fights.
Threatening.
And when you're starting a fight and you're a fat, overweight guy who drinks every day, it's like you're gonna lose some fucking fights.
Probably all the time.
Yeah.
Probably every time.
Like, and he did.
And if
and
you're that
his
age
girl
too,
left him.
Yeah, and you get people like
He became abusive to his
group
girl.
fighting you.
He became abusive to his girl.
Oh yeah.
And I was down there. They had his memorial just a few weeks ago. It's funny when someone dies because the last probably year, no one had anything to do with him in Costume Bar. But when he died, he killed himself. Everyone suddenly,
praising.
everyone feeling guilty.
Yeah.
Everyone saying what a wonderful dad he was, what a wonderful person he was. But a lot of this shit was true before the downfall.
He was good before that.
But alcohol, man, I always think like substance abuse, it's deeper than just the substance usually.
Oh, it's isolation
It's mental trauma. Something happened to this dude. You know what I mean?
It's like
Because you can see deep down, like when he talked about lacrosse and the things he was passionate
reality.
about, that he had passions, but something
happened along the way.
Yeah, and then
Because
and then he went too far, bro.
Well, he went too far. It's usually the people who abuse have been abused.
Yeah.
Like 99% of the time.
Yeah,
The people who
and I
do
know that
things
firsthand
bad.
as a person who's been
You
abused.
know that firsthand.
It leads you down the fucking road.
I just got out of that, man.
You know, it leads you down the road, and it leads you down like it could lead you down to mental illness.
Yeah, so be careful, folks.
You know, which I'll probably talk about the next podcast where I got
careful
diagnosed.
You're Tindering up with and fucking
Yeah.
and hooking up with, man. And it's this day and age now, it's weird because I hadn't dated at all in my fucking 30s. I checked the fuck out.
Yeah, I was worried
Just
about
like
you, man.
I was really concentrating on myself, and I was going through a lot of shit with myself, and I was also like totally goal oriented on doing the music 1,000%.
Yeah, that's a nice when you find a passion and a purpose.
1,000%.
That's a beautiful
I was
thing.
like, I got a window of maybe 10 years where I can make this happen.
Yeah.
I can't do another ridiculous relationship, and I kind of just blocked everything at a certain point.
Yeah.
And it was just like, no, just walk away. Gave it up. So this whole ordeal just fucking whipped up a whole bunch of shit from like 10 years ago. But lo and behold, it's like, wow, I got material out of this out the fucking ass.
That's how
and
it
it's
is,
like,
man.
now I got like, I've rode this wave, and now this material has come down.
If you survive
It's
the
like-
pain, like Bruce didn't survive it, you know?
No.
Usually you survive the pain and you get out the other end, the pain turns to inspiration, turns to motivation. You know what I mean? And that's where
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to right now,
Yeah.
where I just recently got diagnosed bipolar, and it's helping me understand a lot of the trauma I went through as a kid and how it affected me. Because when you don't know why you're the way you are, and I think that's where Bruce was. He didn't know why he was the way he was. I'll bet money he had childhood trauma.
Oh,
I'll bet
absolutely.
I'll bet money growing up in Oshawa and all this shit that all kinds of fucking foul shit happened to him, and he didn't know how to address it. And the alcohol and the addiction is usually
This escape.
it's an escape.
Yeah.
It's like people think that that's the earthquake that caused your life to go off the till, but that's the aftershock.
Yeah.
That's the earthquake happened a long time ago,
Yeah.
and this is like me trying to escape the memory
This is the cover up.
of the earthquake. And for me, it was marijuana. For me, it was sex. For me, it was self-despair, self-pity. You know what I mean? And for a lot of people, that's some real shit. You
Still
know what I mean?
going on.
Yeah, that's some real shit.
You carry your whole life.
And until you find a way to love yourself, like he thought a relationship could fix him. He thought, marrying Haiti and having a kid at a late age would fix how he feels. But
Yeah.
when he realized this doesn't fulfill me in the way, because he had no purpose.
Well, that
He had no
responsibility
purpose.
is almost a mass responsibility unless you're taking care of yourself. So if you haven't taken care of yourself, there's no way you can
Take care of someone else.
take care of somebody
Or
else. It's
raise
not
a kid,
happening.
or-
just not happening.
Or you know what I mean? Or even see how you're acting, because the hardest thing is self-awareness. That's
Yeah.
the thing people struggle with every day. It's like really looking at yourself without your ego, because your ego taints every single thing in your life.
This guy had another level of every moment was like, is this happening?
Yeah.
Dude, like we had so many moments with this guy that it was like, is this a cartoon?
Yeah,
Or is this like Weekend at Bernie's or something?
Oh,
Like this is
I remember when we were at that bar in Sosua, or no, it was a nice place, the Pirate Place,
yeah.
and it was pretty nice. It was cool, a little themed bar or
Yeah.
whatever. It was not a whorehouse. It was actually just a normal,
Yeah.
run by some gringo guy. There was something on TV about the animals, like the zoo animals or whatever, and I was just kind of like, I don't like that stuff, because I feel like it's caging animals for amusement. You remember this shit?
Yeah, we talked about that.
And
It's
he
like,
got so fucking mad. He said that he's a prisoner of GM. He was livid. He was livid.
Whoa.
He's like, I can't leave. I'm like, you're a prisoner who gets paid by the hour, who could leave anytime he wants. And he took that like, that's when I saw the first sides.
You know what? Maybe there was something
happened
that
to
he
him,
missed in life, and the rest of it was made up at a factory.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
because I'm telling you, I worked at those car factories at 20 years old.
Yeah.
And the day I got in there and I knew somebody and we went out for drinks with these guys, I worked with guys who were 27 years old who looked like they were fucking 40.
That's all they drink.
And
man.
these guys are like, leave. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm like, the money's good. Doesn't matter. Fucking turn around, bro. Like,
something happens at those places. Man.
Summers. I just did the summer and I was out. And that was bad enough, man. Like,
and he was there for a good fucking, like, he told me he started at 17.
30 years.
He retired at
So you missed out on your whole life.
And all he did, and his stories, you remember his stories about work?
Hey, he knew everybody.
Drinking.
Yeah, drinking.
How he used to drink, how they used to sneak drinks in, how they drink. Not about the actual work. Because he's like, all I had to do was drill. Like, I'm like, you know a lot about cars? He's like, I know a little, but all I did was zit, zit, zit.
See, folks,
zit, zit, zit.
this is why we had the crash 10 years ago. Because drunks build our cars.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They really do, man. And it's like, they
That's
get
the
paid okay.
Standard American standard shit.
That's Henry Ford, man.
Yeah.
That's like, he changed everything.
Well, Henry Ford and the other man that changed everything was Fred Taylor. He put in the system that was like, so back before like the assembly lines and shit like that, a guy would have many trades.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you would be jack of all trades, right?
And you have to pay him pretty good.
Pay him for his specialties, right?
Yeah.
So when the factory came in, you were able to put people into these small,
on some monkey job.
meaning little monkey jobs.
And they don't never learn how to make anything real.
So all you do is have like one assignment.
And they're easily replaceable.
Exactly. So that was the first system. The second part of it was this test he did with this brute guy called fucking, what the hell did they call him again? Schmidt. Something Schmidt. So what they would test, because most production was based on getting the job done.
Yeah.
So the job's done, the day's over. That's it. We raise the bar and the fucking day's over, right? So what happened with the assembly line is the clock was introduced, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's when
like
they started
the
the 8-hour
punch-in
work
clock,
days
the
and stuff.
punch-in clock. So out of like the revolution of guys working fucking 18 hours a day, out of that came the punch-in clock.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you want less hours? We're gonna fucking make those hours worth more for us by pushing you harder.
Yeah.
You know, not that they didn't work fucking hard for 16 hours a day back in 1850.
Yeah.
But it's like, so they're
They
like,
give you some incentives, some
so
minor incentives.
Yeah, the technology made that happen for the companies, and so it was this system called Schmidt, and what they did was like offered him a small increase in his pay, the most minuscule increase, for him to up his production against the clock.
Yeah.
So it's like, you've done 30 of these, and they used to measure in pig iron. How many loads of pig iron can he throw into a barrel in an hour, right? So that was the measuring point. And then it's like, okay, we're going to give you another nickel. So he would actually exert himself more to fucking hit that mark.
Yeah.
And that's been the system since. And every country in the world adopted that system.
Yeah.
And that's why America thrived. They had the assembly line, all that shit at the right timing, you know?
And you get less
and
skilled,
you did all that.
less skilled workers.
You had all that slave money from before,
Yeah,
too.
that helps.
That kind of helps, too.
That helps. But it's like, it's smart to keep the workers unskilled. They're easy
Unskilled.
to replace.
Yeah.
They don't have any negotiating power now.
So now we're back
get
full
any
circle.
Joe Schmo to do your job.
Now we're full circle. So people demand $15 an hour. They demand all this shit. And they're like, all right, cool. You get it. But there's only 1 out of 10 of you that are going to be working here next week.
Yeah.
Because we got these AI robots.
Yeah.
And
or we could ship it to Mexico. We could ship it somewhere
or
else.
and the thing too, as a freelancer, it's like, while you're here for your 8 hours, we're gonna slam more work onto you while you're here.
Yeah.
So that's the new modern Fred Taylor system,
It's-
Henry Ford assembly line, and it's like when you're under the umbrella of those hours, it's cranked up.
Yeah.
Like the volume and the production speed is cranked the fuck
They
up.
don't give a damn about the workers.
No, man. That's why it's good to do this shit, your own shit. Fucking make your own dollars. Even the motherfuckers skimping off the top.
Even the internet's skimping off the
You know
top.
what I mean? It's like fucking YouTube's still taking like right off the top, and then like they're like, oh, you can. The biggest ripoff with YouTube is like, you ain't getting shit till you get 4,000 minutes, man.
Yeah,
It's like, what about those previous 4,000 minutes? Nah,
Yeah, fuck it.
that's for us.
We cashed in. Yo, everyone's greed. I always say the innate human nature is greed. You know.
Yeah. You can take away anything that represents money. You're still going to have greed.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to want that over that
More
person.
of that. And someone who has a lot, what do they want? More.
Well, till we can figure out a way to take out the alien brain, we're stuck with
Yeah,
this.
your boy Bernie.
Bernie's burning. We gonna burn it.
Bernie, in my opinion, has no chance. I already made a bet at my gym. I took Trump versus the field for $200.
All right, we're talking politics, so we're gonna wrap this shit
That's
up.
the end, bro.
That's the end, folks.
That's the end. We're getting to politics. That's the end of the show.
I gotta take a shit. This is episode 13,
Yo.
Focus Podcast with your boy.
AC, God damn it.
You know who this is.
Have a good one.
Hey.
Peace.